everybody. It's another episode of Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. I am joined once again with my best friend, my wife, the co-host, Desiree. How are you doing today on this wonderful November day?
I'm happy it's November.
It's kind of warm out, actually.
It is.
Compared to how it usually is in November.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a little hot
sweaty.
still, yeah. Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff. We got a great show today, packed with some beer and some beer knowledge, and another announcement, of course. Before we get to that, of course, I want to thank Bogos Beer for sponsoring the show. And if you like what we do, facebook.com/wine, hops, and road stops is our Facebook page. And, of course, our YouTube page where you can find what?
Super secret stuff that you can't find on TV.
Right, so join our YouTube page. Please subscribe to that because the more people we have subscribed, the more content we can create for you. Like all kind of crazy content. It's going to be fun as we go into the new year where you have a lot of stuff that we're going to do. We've got more stuff. We're expanding Wine, Hops, and Road Stops, including the book I've written. It's about to come out November 26th, 2025. You could get the pre-orders now. You could actually pre-order the Kindle version of it now on Amazon, or you could just wait to 11/26/25 and buy the paperback. It's a pretty big book. It's about 310 pages long. It's great for conversation, great for just laying there on your coffee table and someone will be like, hey, what's that nonsense? And you could say, oh, this is the Drinker's Guide to Survival. It's filled with a bunch of really fun stuff. History of alcohol, basically, for everyone that is what we like to call alcohol enthusiasts. We talk about gin, we talk about whiskey, we talk about, of course, beer, wine, history, bar knowledge, bar culture, and how much fun it is just to have a drink with someone you at least like. So
You like me.
I do a lot. I actually like you a lot. Like my mom says, we are...
Two peas in a pod.
That's right. Thank you, Judy. Okay, so let's get to the show because it's a packed show. We've got a lot of stuff to get to. We're going to make a drink. We're going to try some drinks. But first, someone was talking to us a few weeks ago about salting their beer. So I came up with some information about actually putting salt in your beer. It's like an old school thing, really. And also, you can find that article in the Anthracite Post. So thank you to them. Shout out to them. So, adding salt to your beer. This is actually an old school trick that can enhance flavor, change the mouthfeel, and even reduce bitterness or carbonation bite. It works best with certain styles, like light lagers and Mexican-style beers like Corona, Modelo. Salt smooths out the bitterness, enhances malt sweetness, and also complements the lime in these Mexican-style beers. Wheat beers and wit beers, small mouth salt can balance the natural citrus and spice notes. If you salt a sour beer, like Berliner Weiss or like a fruited sour, the salt can round out that tartness and bring out fruit flavors. Now, Goes already contains salt, so adding just a pinch can boost its tangy character, if you're a sour beer fan, that is. Cheaper macro beers, when you only have a couple bucks to your name, right, Des?
That's right.
You could, just buy a cheap beer, and now this is like a common bar hack, a dash of salt. It could wake up a beer that's like, doesn't taste that good. Or if your beer is flat, it could wake it up and add a little bit more carbonation to it, a little quick fizz, and also will mask that any kind of like off flavors. Now here's a few tips though. If you are going to add salt to your beer, just use a pinch per glass, not per can or bottle. Remember, you're seasoning this, you're not salting French fries. Kosher or sea salt works the best. Avoid adding salt to high-hopped IPAs or stouts. It really dulls the hop aroma and can make roasty flavors taste metallic. You also have something to add to this, though, because you like to put salt in what?
Pretzel wheat.
A pretzel wheat beer, shop top, correct?
Yeah.
If you get a pretzel wheat beer like that, adding salt to it really enhances the flavor.
It does. It makes it just so much better. It's like a pretzel.
Yeah, so there you go. Try it out. You can probably still get shop top pretzel wheat. It's still in season,
Yeah.
right?
And I know there's a couple others out now too.
Sure. Maybe we could try some with the beer we try later, the Chocolate Pumpkin Porter by Evil Genius. It's all coming up soon. Next segment, we're going to do the Bogos Beer Showcase. Don't go away. There is more Wine, Hops, and Road Stops coming up. right after this.
Jeff's idea of moderation is stopping when the keg's empty.
Welcome back to Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. We have 3 beers in front of us from Bogos Beer. Best place in the world to get your beer, of course. Go off to Bogos Beer, please. It's at 412 Erie Street in Whitehaven. Check them out. Get whatever beer you want. They got a really nice selection of craft beers, domestic beers, and they have slushies now, too. I know it's a little cold, but still, I mean, get yourself a good slushie. It's priceless, right?
Right.
So there you go. Today we are going to try some Evil Genius. This is Trick or Treat Chocolate Pumpkin Porter. You mentioned something on when we went to break, and I think it's really neat because I never noticed it. Please tell our audience.
I never noticed this, but now that I'm staring at the box here, there's a little bottle in the logo, the E.
Yeah, I cannot unsee that now. That's pretty neat.
That's all I see.
Yeah. So we're going to try this Chocolate Pumpkin Porter. We're going to try Graffiti Highway. I'm not sure. I think we had this on the show before, but we're going to do a second round of that. Now, truth be told, I had quite a few of these last night. Shout out to the Coltmont Winery. That's where I was performing last night, and they had this among their selection of beers and their wines. Their wines are really good, too. Check them out. And, of course, we've talked briefly about this on the show, I think. The Dogfish Head Grateful Dead Juicy Pale Ale. So let's get started with the Evil Genius. I'm excited about this because I really like Evil Genius, and they always have fun names.
I know.
This name's kind of normal. It's like Trick or Treat, but they do have fun names for their beers, so that's kind of cool. So let's try this out.
When you have a second, one of
Yes.
these days, read. I don't know if it's on the can, but I'm pretty sure it was on the box. There's like this silly little.
Oh, okay. Get your fuzzy boots, Debbie. It's Chocolate Pumpkin Porter. Hey, this beer's haunted. Don't drink it. Yes, I know it's a dark roasty porter with cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, and chocolate, and it tastes amazing. But don't drink it. It's haunted. Ooh. Should have had this last show. Fine. But don't run to me when the walls of your fridge start bleeding. Wow, it's pretty metal. Let's try this out. So this is 7.8, so it's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit bigger of a porter. We're going to talk a little bit more about porters later in the show. But this is 7.8 Chocolate Pumpkin Porter. Rich chocolate decadence with fall spices notes. Like I said, notes of cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg. Let's try it out. Smells nice.
It smells like fall in Jim Thorpe.
Yes. Oh, this is delicious. This is what we like to call a dessert beer. I mean, you could easily, after a nice meal, Thanksgiving even, after your turkey and cranberry and all that good stuff, take one of these. This is good. Oh, this is excellent.
I've been wishing for a nice dark beer.
Have you been wishing? My old man used to say that. Oh, I'm wishing for this. I'm wishing for that. Well, here you go, Dad. He wasn't a beer drinker, though. But that's okay. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Too much, actually.
It has a really good chocolate flavor.
I know I usually say like one and done with these thicker beers. This one I could probably drink several because it's so good. Evil Genius is a really good brewing company, though. Sometimes they go a little wacky, I think, with some of their stuff, but overall they're really solid, and this is a really solid porter. Now let's move on to a familiar face here, Graffiti Highway by Tröegs. Again, another awesome brewing company. I don't know if I've ever tried a bad beer by Tröegs. And I've had this one before. Ooh, shooting all over the place. You go.
Thank you.
And like I said, I had quite a few of these. Me and Joe Summerdack had quite a few of these last night. This one is 6%. It's hoppy, fruit forward, with mild bitterness. So you may like that because it's not really bitter. You can smell the fruit, though, in it. Yeah. And it's a nod. I think it's a nod to the old road in Centralia, Pennsylvania, which unfortunately has been covered up. They call it Graffiti Highway for a reason. You ever been there?
I never got the chance because, they ruined it on us. And
Well, I guess well, it's been almost 30 years since I worked at this place. So I used to deliver nuts and bolts to factories. I used to drive down that way a lot, and once in a while I would just go down to Centralia just to look at it.
Yeah.
When I was supposed to be, driving to like, the St. Clair Industrial Park. Oh well, whatever. Okay, let's try this out. I already had a sip. But
I did too. That's really good.
Mm-hmm. You can see why this is popular. I'm pretty sure they do a double one too. There's like the double Graffiti Highway. We have to get that on the show. But this one, very solid, juicy IPA. If you like that, low bitterness, a lot of juice, citrus, tropical fruit.
Yes.
A little bit of mixed berry in that. Really easy to drink. So yay, Tröegs. Yeah, I'm gonna make short work of that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, very good, very good, very good. Last but of course not least, we're going to talk about the Grateful Dead. The Dogfish Head Grateful Dead beer. I first had this in Atlantic City. I think we mentioned it real briefly on our road stop in Atlantic City. I don't think we talked about this on the show. We may have. We may have actually reviewed it before. I can't remember because we drank so much.
I think we did.
Actually have it on.
Yeah,
right?
no, I don't think so.
I know Deadheads love this beer. I'm not a Deadhead. I don't know if you know that.
I know that.
I don't really like the Grateful Dead, but I do like this beer.
When I'm in the mood, I can listen to them. Yeah.
Is it like, do you go deep or you just do like Touch of Grey, Sugar Magnolia, stuff like that?
A little bit deeper, but not like, some people are way into it and I just never got there.
I wish I could have seen them in concert. That's the thing. Like, I respect them for just the fan base of all these years. You like it?
Yes,
Yeah,
but it's a very summer beer.
Yes, it is.
That's a good outside. It's a good pool beer.
There you go. Yeah, it's light. It's
never
very,
stopped-
very light.
I never stopped thinking about the pool.
Especially for a Dogfish Head beer. This is light. It's 5.3, so it's a little bit lower than most of their beers are, because most of their beers are usually like 6 and up. This it's brewed with kernels of grains, granola, El Dorado, and Azeka hops. Taste of tropical pineapple, mango, passion fruit. And like I said, it's lighter than usual beer. So this is another really, really easy drinker.
It's juicy. I like juicy. So
There's a little bit of the Dogfish Head finish there that you can't get away from, and I really like. A little bit of bitterness. I believe, it feels like there's more bitterness in this. I'm not sure what the IBUs are than Graffiti Highway, but it's your own personal preference. They're very similar beers, though, I think.
yeah.
This is a little bit lighter.
This one's a little bit juicier.
Yeah.
They're good though.
Both are good and easy drinking, like I said. Thank you, Bogos Beer, again for supplying us with the beer for this episode. They were all really, really good.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go for a thicker, heartier beer, right here, this chocolate pumpkin porter, so good, and I'm sure you're gonna want that for later.
Yeah,
right?
just put that
right over there. Okay.
Yeah. And I know they do still have this all sitting there in stock. So.
Right. So, go up to Whitehaven, Pocono Pals. Go see my sister and my brother-in-law. And Aaron. I can't forget about Aaron.
Yeah.
So go see them. They're great people. And again, they got slushies now too. So, all right, check them out. When we come back, we're going to make a drink. And we're going to do a little Pennsylvania Brewery showcase. I'll go later. It's more wine hops and road stops coming up.
Why don't you two talk about beer that actually tastes like beer? You know? Beer-flavored beer? Come on.
Welcome back to Wine Hops and Road Stops. If you like what we do, facebook.com/Wine Hops and Road Stops is our Facebook page. Our YouTube page, go there, subscribe to it, because it got all kind of cool stuff. It has short videos, full episodes. Des and Jeff watch stuff where we review movies, TV shows, streaming shows, and sometimes even video games, whatever we're into that week. And a whole bunch of other stuff. A lot of fun stuff's there. So make sure you subscribe to that, because if you only just watch us on TV or just online or Facebook, you're only getting like half the stuff we do. So there you go. So this is Des, by the way. She, of course, is my co-host, my wife, my best friend, and the reason why people watch the show. Real quick shout out to some of the fans I met over the weekend. I performed at Mohegan, Pennsylvania Casino and the Coltmont Winery with my band Ostrich Hat, and got to say hi to some people that do watch the show. And also hello to the guy who came to Bogos Beer just for the Atomic Pumpkin that he saw us talking about on the show. So, that's not a way. We're going to make a drink. People like when we make drinks. So we're going to make a drink. This is called the Lunchbox. Des, have you ever had one of those mornings where brunch turns into lunch? And maybe a little bit of a happy hour? You know, like most Saturdays in this house? Today we're mixing up something that hits all three. It's called the Lunchbox. It's a cocktail made with lager, amaretto, and orange juice. Now, recipes may vary, but it's typically served in a beer mug with a shot of amaretto dropped into it. But we're not going to do it that way. We're going to do it the less savage way. How's that? So it's use a lager, any kind of lager. Of course, we're going to use Union lager because when you're in Pennsylvania, it's the only lager that exists, right?
Right.
So we're going to split this. I'm going to do half a Lunchbox. How's that?
Okay.
Half a Lunchbox each.
Who names these things?
The internet. I don't know. So there we go. I'm going to shake all the lager out. All right. So we'll do a little bit of amaretto. Since we're only doing half a glass, we'll do half a shot. How's that?
Okay.
And then we're just going to put some orange juice in it. My dear,
yes.
If you could get a little stirry stir, we'll stir this up. We'll do that. A bit of orange juice. You know, we don't measure around here. All right, let's stir it up. I've never had one of these. Have you?
No.
We'll see how it works. Who knows? Maybe it's gonna suck. I don't know. But hey, we're all for experimentation on the show, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
So
That smells weird.
it's okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink it.
Okay, there you go. Another failed drink on the show. All right.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, you don't like it. I didn't think it was that bad. Probably not going to drink much of it. I mean, I'll try again.
Just to make sure.
Nah, it's not for me. Maybe for some people, not for me. So let's move on to this. Free Will Brewing. Okay, Free Will Brewing. When you're in Bucks County, stop by there. Free Will Brewing blends quality brewing with a relaxed, community-focused vibe. Perfect for a break on a road stop tour if you're going down that way. They've been in operation since 2012. Their facility houses their production brewery, tap room, sour cellar, and, weather permitting, plenty of outdoor seating. They have several locations, and our friends Joe and Maureen Summerdack were down that way. They stopped at Peddler's Village, where Free Will Brewing has their a tasting room, and they were nice enough to try this stout. It's called Shadows, and they're like, I know who would like this. Jeff and Des would like this, so they brought one back. So we figured, let's showcase it on the show. We've talked about Free Will Brewing a couple years back, actually. They haven't been on the show since, but we hope they come back, and this will help because we're going to try this out. This is their stout. It's a big stout, too. It's 9.2. It's a big, big stout. But stouts are good for this time of year as the weather does start to get colder. You want a nice hearty beer like this, right?
Yes.
Okay, now I said it's a big beer, so let's be careful with this, guys. It's brewed with peanuts, chocolate, vanilla, and sea salt.
I can smell the peanuts.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So let's try this out. I'm excited.
It smells like a candy bar.
Ooh.
Oh wow. Oh. Oh. Can you taste the peanuts?
Yes, I can. Everything that is listed in the description, I can taste one after another. You got the peanuts, and you got the chocolate, a little bit of vanilla, just a pinch of sea salt.
It tastes like a peanut M&M to me, which
Yes.
I love. One of my top favorite candies right there, and that's what this reminds me of.
Tell our friends. Tell our friends thank you. Because this is an excellent beer, guys.
And can we just talk about how cool their cans are? Like,
Yes,
their
we
artwork
can.
is just so neat.
All their artwork for all their cans it really involves stuff, which is so cool. Like, if I saw this just, at Bogos Beer, I'd be like, I'm going to buy this just for the artwork because it sells me. And we've said that before. Sometimes we've looked at a can of beer like, oh man, that looks really neat. Well, why? Well, because, I don't know, it's really cool. The artwork's cool. And we buy it and we're like, ugh. But not all the time. No. In this case, it's good. I'm going to have some more. Yeah. All right, guys. We got a little bit more show left, so don't go away. There's more Wine Hops and Road Stops. When we come back, we're going to talk about stouts and porters when we get back. And a little question about, what's the difference? Don't go away. We'll be right back.
They call it Wine Hops and Road Stops, a fancy name for two buzzed old people and a handsome talking beer can.
Welcome back to Wine Hops and Road Stops. We're almost out of time, but before we go, our segment, Dear Des, where you, the viewer, email us, direct message us, whatever you got to do, get in touch with us, and ask questions to Des, and she'll answer them to the best of her ability. So, this question actually came in through our Wine Hops and Road Stops group a few weeks ago. Dear Des, I've been trying different dark beers lately, and I keep seeing both stouts and porters on the menus. They look and even taste kind of similar to me. So what's the real difference between a stout and a porter? Is it the ingredients, the brewing process, or just marketing? Sincerely, dark beer lover in Danville. Des, what do you think? You are the dark beer lover out of both of us.
Yes. They are very similar. You're not crazy. That's the truth, because they are cousins, pretty much.
There you go.
I believe one started out from the other, actually.
Yeah, it did. Stout started as a stronger version of a porter, basically. They were called originally stout porters.
That sounds so confusing now.
So in general terms, porters tend to be a little bit smoother, lighter, and more chocolatey. Stouts usually have a roasted coffee flavor. That's because they're brewed with roasted barley. Gives them a richer, slightly bitter edge. But stout porters, that's what they were originally called, and over time, the word stout just kind of stuck for the darker, bolder versions of a porter. They're basically the same thing. A lot of brewers will say, nah, it's not really the same thing, but it is the same thing. It's kind of similar because the brewing process and what they add to it is a little bit different, but it's not much. Not much. So there you go. And if you like dark beers, just drink them, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, I think we're almost out of time. I do want to do another shout out. Got a book coming. My second book on beer and alcohol enthusiasm, we'll call it.
Did you just give yourself a shout out?
I did. Thank you, Jeff, for being the creative version of Jeff pushed me all year. I had some stuff written over the last 20 years. Because my original book, The Beer Drinker's Guide to Survival, came out in 2003. But it actually goes back to the 1990s, actually, when I started writing it. Yeah. So it took me about 20 years. And when I turned 50, I was like, I got to do something. Then it took me a whole other year to start. New Year's Day, 2025, I started writing this new book, going through old hard drives and little floppy disks and stuff of things that were written on it, compiling at that, and I've just been writing, and I really got the first draft down around July, and then just kind of going from there. So, 11/26/25 is the release date, but you can pre-order the Kindle version now on Amazon. The links are on our Facebook page, on our website, all that good stuff. So, yeah. So we're done. That's it. No more. You got anything to say?
No.
Life's too short to have a bad drink. So, have a good drink. Drink with someone you love. See you next time on Wine Hops and Lunchbox. Bye-bye.